Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about road safety. Now June is being observed as Road Safety Awareness Month under the theme Road Safety for Life. Now last month, May 2022 recorded the highest number of fatalities since the start of the year on the roads. A lot of fatal accidents. So it's good that June, hopefully they can, with the Road Awareness Month, can curtail the fatalities or kind of get them under control. And the Minister of Transport and Mining, the Honorable Aldershaw, is asking motorists to act more responsible on the road. There is a growing number of crashes and fatalities on the road, and unfortunately May had the most. So he gave a few safety tips for using the road, and one of them, he also indicated that one of the major causes of road collisions is speeding. Now you've seen in these videos how people use the road in Jamaica. There is so much indiscipline on the roads, in the way people run red lights, in the way people park anywhere, in the way people just stop in the middle of the road and do whatever they want. People park blocking. If it's a 2-lane road, they think it's okay to park and block 1 lane. New Kingston, you see it every day. All over Jamaica, there is such indiscipline on the roads. Now, he said speeding is a major cause of road collisions, and so many times the taxi people or the taxi persons who operate vehicles as a taxi are always speeding. That's because they are trying to drop off the passengers to pick up more. The more trips they make, the more money they make. So they are always speeding on the road, and it's a major cause of accidents in Jamaica. And a lot of these persons, they make so many trips. You have persons that are, especially most of the truck drivers, that they're driving when they're tired. These are reasons pointed out for the high number of fatalities on the road. Speeding, people driving when they're tired, persons not wearing seat belts when driving. And that's not just the driver, that's also the passengers. They're not wearing seat belts. So it's a major problem. And they say wearing seat belts by drivers and passengers is very important in preventing fatalities. And another major cause of road fatalities in Jamaica is the way pedestrians use the road. Pedestrians use the sidewalk, but a lot of times they cross at unsafe places, and sometimes they just step out in the roadway. They don't wait until the road is clear. They step out in the road, put out their hand and fan down the vehicle to stop. And that's a major problem, and it happens quite often. Now you're supposed to stand up on the sidewalk and wait until the road is clear. You're not supposed to be using your body to stop the vehicle so you can pass. They have pedestrian crossings, they have bridges for persons to cross at. And the pedestrian crossings, most of them are manned by the light. So you will have a signal telling you when it's safe to cross based on the light being red. And it's a major problem. So they said that pedestrians should wear bright clothing at night, cross at safe places, and do not step out in the roadways until it is clear. And the minister went as far as to say indiscipline on the roads must be treated as a national emergency. No society can prosper with drivers operating without due regard for traffic rules. It's a serious problem, and it's good that the government knows or identifies what's going on so that changes can be made. Now, other safety tips for using the road were checking off vehicle lights and brakes to ensure safety, regular tire checks, 1.5 millimeter in tread depth means it's time to change the tires, And they said do not purchase mountain or snow tires. Now, that was a bit surprising when I read it, because I didn't know they had such tires in Jamaica. And then they said tires over 5 years should not be purchased, no drinking and driving. And then this one, these last two, major. No overloading of passengers. This goes directly to the taxi drivers. If your car is licensed to carry 5 people, do not put 7 in it. The car was never designed to put 7 or 8 people in it. Do not overload the car with passengers. It's very dangerous. Once I was driving in the country and a taxi stopped in front of me, and I was shocked at the amount of children that came out of the car. This is probably like a car the size of a Pro Box, and 10 children came out. That was the day that I was like, wow. I was in shock. I couldn't believe it. If I didn't see it myself, I wouldn't believe it. And I actually took out my phone when I saw the amount of people coming out, and that was the first time I ever made a road video. I couldn't believe it, and I knew if I told people I saw 10 people coming out of a car, nobody would believe me. So that's the first video I ever made, and then we decided to just keep making videos on the road. And now it's a major problem, and honestly, the police are trying. They will stop the cars that are overloaded, and so they're trying, but the problem is so many taxis do it that I don't know what else can be done really that. Now this other point that was made about using the road safely is probably the most important. Obey the road code. Let me say it again. Obey the road code. If you come to a stop sign, stop. If you come to a red light, wait until it is green. Do not run the red light. Jamaica has road code. There are ways to use the road correctly. Follow the rules. It's a major problem. If persons would just follow the road code, we would not have all these problems on the road in Jamaica. But there is blatant disregard. And I think one of the reasons for this is, one, you're not getting prosecuted. You're not getting a ticket. If you run a red light, there is no repercussion. If the police see you, you might get a ticket, but you cannot have a police officer at every red light. So basically those were the tips for using the road that were mentioned for the Road Safety Month. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.